Hi, and welcome to show number 26 of the El Cafecito Travel Talks, podcast where people share travel stories and adventures. My name is Tony Lloyd, and I'm your host. I'd like to thank all the people who have been listening so far. According to my podcast status information, we're covering over 21 countries. We've got people listening in from Australia, from Finland, from Switzerland. We've got several South American countries, the US, Canada, France, and a lot more. If you have not subscribed as of yet, please do so you get all the updates for all the upcoming shows. You could do so on any of the podcast providers. For people who are interested in supporting this show, please take a look at our podcast notes to see how you could donate. Facebook page for the written stories, and also if you're someone who likes to write, or if you have an idea for a future show, please send me an email to elcafecitotraveltalks@gmail.com. Questions or comments that you might have could also be sent to that same email, which is elcafecitotraveltalks@gmail.com. For today's show, I actually have two guests after 6 months of not having anyone here at the hostel. So please take a listen in to what they have to say to see if you too might be our next guest. I'd like you to get yourself a cup of tea or a coffee and enjoy today's show.
I'm Delenn Dawkins.
I'm Alex Fisher.
Okay, and where are you from?
UK, Folkestone, a small seaside town.
I'm from the same place.
Okay, that's easy. Well, actually, I'm excited to have you guys here.
Thank you, we're excited.
Very much so, because it's been 6 months and you're our first official foreign guest.
Wow.
In the last 6 months. Normally the hostel at this time of the year you would normally have about 15 to 20 people here at this time of the year, and as you can see, Corona has put us to a standstill, and so welcome being the first ones.
Yeah, it's nice here, it's lovely.
Okay, well, thank you. So let's talk about your journey. Let's talk about how you decided to come on this journey.
Well,
You start.
it all started with basically, we live in the UK, and I guess we just sort of not got a bit fed up, but we don't really agree with the way the system is there. So I guess we wanted a completely different change of our life. We wanted to be more living within nature. We wanted more trees and fruits, and you don't really get that in the UK. So yeah, we just decided Ecuador.
We wanted to sort of move more away from that Western society.
Yeah, away from like materialism and more just like simple natural living, really. So we chose Ecuador because of the diversity of nature.
Yeah, we wanted to live more in nature, and if you saw me in public and how I am and how she is, just with people and like, it gets deep, it runs deep, you know what I mean? I can't even walk around the streets without moaning about pollution and cigarettes, and I just want to be around fresh air and
it's quite polluted in the UK.
We're both vegan, so we just want to be in nature.
And the diversity of the mountains, the Amazon jungle is where we're going.
Okay, so and that's normally a good reason why people come to Ecuador. But right now during Corona, how did you decide to step out? A lot of people are still saying, okay, I can't fly, but a lot of people are still concerned. So what was your thoughts? And when did you start to think about this?
We didn't want to get locked in. We were really afraid of getting locked in, especially after the first one. And what country was it? Well, it was Birmingham in England.
So there's a city in England that's gone in lockdown already, and I guess we just took the jump really out of our comfort zone, because I guess a lot of our family and friends were saying to just stay during lockdown, and we just...
Comfort zones can be dangerous, let's just say that. Yeah,
comfort zones are dangerous. We just wanted to take the jump and just have adventure, really.
And be around mostly like people that are like us.
Yeah.
Because we don't know many vegans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So we're going to a vegan community, so...
It's a raw vegan village.
Okay. But making the plans to come to Ecuador, how was that? Because we were just recently on lockdown completely. It was only on Monday of this week that they actually opened the land border between Ecuador and Peru.
I didn't know that.
We just recently opened up. So you're like literally, when you're in Quito, when you flew in... Okay, so explain to me your flights, flying, like people want to hear, like how was your flights getting here? Like what did you have to do at the airport in England, and what happened when you came to Ecuador?
The first thing we did was get in a coach, and they take your temperature. You have to sit 2 meters apart, and it's quite militant in the UK. They're very, very strict on masks, spraying your hand sanitisation and stuff like that.
I always refuse it. Like, I've had so many alterations of people with masks in shops. If we needed masks, we'd be born with them. Do you know what I mean? I need to breathe. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, kids need to see people smile in their faces. Like, kids shouldn't have to grow up in a place where people are wearing masks. It's just so out of nature. It's just ridiculous.
And getting in the airport as well was really intense. A lot of documentation you need, so you have to write everywhere you're going in Ecuador, where you're going to stay, all the numbers, your passport number. You have to write everything.
It's just another way to implement fear in it. That's what I think.
And then they also wanted a COVID test. They take your temperature again. On the plane you have to sit. On the plane it was alright actually.
Yeah, they're putting these temperature devices right up to our foreheads like that.
Exactly.
How accurate are they? They're different distances away. Like.
We have quite a different agreement with the whole coronavirus compared to most people, I think.
Okay.
So I guess it can be, I don't know, I guess...
Well, many alterations with people.
But you decided, okay, you'll just take the plunge regardless of all the paperwork and all the process you had to do at the airport.
We just wanted to go straight away and just not really give in to the fear, because we wanted to go to like a jungle sort of place for a while now, and we didn't want to get locked down in England, so it was just like, let's just go.
It's just ridiculous with the masks. Like, I see people all the time, like, they lower their mask, have a puff on their cigarette and put their mask back over their face, which is not going to help their immune system against the supposed coronavirus.
So you got on the plane. Was the plane full? Were you the only two people on the plane? Were there a lot of people on the plane?
Where's the 2 metre rule on the plane? Everyone's right next to each other. It's like, we're being told to wear the mask. I'll move the mask so I can breathe through my nose because I need to breathe. Okay. And they're like telling me to put it back on my face. I'm like, mate, I need to breathe, do you know what I mean? But then 10 seconds later, they're handing all the food out and everyone's just lowering the mask to eat.
Okay.
The first plane we got was to Amsterdam, and I'd say that was packed completely. That was literally packed. There was no seats like missing. The one from Amsterdam to Quito, I'd say halfway full, that one. And when we got to Quito airport, it was like empty. It was only people on our flight that we saw. We didn't really see many other people, so it's quite like ghost town there. But
because there's still only a few flights coming into Quito, that's why.
That's
and when you got to the airport, did they not require anything of you?
So we had to go. We left the plane, and then we had to go to this other room, and they wanted your details, your name, where you're staying. They wanted your passport number. They checked your temperature. What else did they want?
Well, they were trying to spray me with all these.
They wanted to spray you.
I refused
because you don't like the spray.
And they were quarantined up from head to toe, in in ET.
Okay, exactly.
Quarantine suits, and it's just like, mate, this is not right. It's like.
It was quite getting off the plane. It was quite anxious for me personally, because I'm used to just getting off the plane, and you're really excited and you're heading out, and getting off the plane, it was quite, because we don't speak fluent Spanish. We had people speaking fluent Spanish to us, asking us all these questions that we didn't really know what to say. So we were just saying basic words like fruit haven or something where we're staying. It was quite a language barrier, which I think made me feel really anxious.
Okay, that I could imagine. The language barrier normally is a thing when people get to this country, but on top of that, with these people all dressed up in suits and the whole
really
bit.
Intense.
Okay, and so you flew into Quito, and what was your next stop?
We got a taxi from Quito to a hostel called the Secret Garden, and that was a really nice hostel. We only stayed there for one night, and then we went from Terminal Quitembo,
Quitumbe
to, I'm going to say it wrong again, where we are now.
We're in Cuenca.
Cuenca. I kept on saying Cuenca all day.
To Cuenca, and then tomorrow we'll be heading to Chuchumbleza, and we'll be staying in an eco-village by the Amazon jungle. For
how long will you be staying in the eco-village?
Hopefully indefinitely, forever.
Forever?
Yeah, that's our plan. We literally packed all our stuff. Alex sold his car.
To reside there.
Yeah.
And travel around South America maybe when this is all sort of calmed down, if it does, all this madness.
Hopefully, yeah.
Okay, I thought you were just coming for a short little vacation.
No,
we don't want to go back to England.
No, we literally packed all our stuff with us. We have
I'm sick of living in a concrete jungle.
Yeah, we want the trees, the vibrancy.
The fresh air.
Okay.
Where humans used to live back in the day, a long time ago.
Okay. So what were you doing in England before you decided to come out? Were you
As jobs?
Yes, there's jobs. Were you working? Were you studying?
Well, I don't really know what to say. I was sort of selling cannabis. I know that's okay to say on here.
Okay, of course.
Yeah, I was just doing that really. I refused to work my whole life, to be honest. I was doing a 9 to 5. So yeah, that's what I was doing.
I was doing care, so I was looking after like people with autism and like learning disabilities and stuff like that. And I was at university, but I did drop out after 2 years because I just lost my passion in it completely. I was doing occupational therapy, so it's like a healthcare course, sort of like mental health nursing and physiotherapy combined it, but I just completely lost my passion for it.
Some people don't know what they want to do when they're young, and they feel like they're forced into things by their parents, you know what I mean?
Yeah. And I guess the
Follow your heart,
culture
innit?
in the UK is not really like us. It's a lot of heavy drinking and things like that, and we're not really into that at all.
Yeah, loads of cigarettes, heavy drinking, talking about who girls you banged the night before. Like,
yeah, it's very...
No gentlemen, do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
okay.
it's very...
And your parents, what do they have to say about the idea that you want to come and live here for the rest of your life? Apart from the fact that we're in the coronavirus issue.
My dad was really excited because he did travelling when he was younger, and he went to Egypt and stuff, solo travelling, so he was excited. My mum was crying down the phone because I think she thinks South America's really dangerous, so she was a bit worried for me.
My parents aren't really about. I had a stepdad, but he's not about anymore. So my sister was happy.
Yeah, she was happy. I think she's a bit. I think some of our family were a bit anxious because most of them haven't travelled to South America. They've not. Normally, UK people just go to Europe.
There's a stigma around it.
A big stigma in the UK about South America being really, really dangerous.
Yeah.
But I think it's really safe here.
I think so too.
Vibe, yeah.
I think so too.
We got off the plane and felt home.
We're on a nice rooftop.
Yeah, it's beautiful here. It's lovely.
All I've met is nice people.
Yeah,
so
everyone's
far.
been really friendly to us. So yeah.
Okay. And so sorry, I know I'm jumping back and forth. So you got to Quito, and then how was the bus journey? Because also it's just been Monday. What's today? Today's Thursday. It was just you're literally one of the first bus that have come down from Quito to Cuenca.
I would say there was about 3 other people in the bus. Maybe it was really empty.
It was very quiet.
Very, very quiet.
Yeah.
And it's like a 9-hour bus journey.
Oh, yeah.
It's very quiet.
Did they require you to do anything again? Did they go through the process of...
So they scanned up, they did checked our temperature, and then they sprayed our hands, and that was it. But yeah, I thought it'd be a bit more stricter than that, but it seemed to be a bit more lenient, which was nice. Less anxious.
And I guess if there was only 3 other people on the bus, social distancing was not an issue.
Yeah, there were people sat right at the front, we were sat at the back, so it was fine.
So you're quite distant away from each other.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So and then you got to Cuenca. You haven't had any time in Cuenca yet, right? To go around.
We got lost.
We walked around the block a few times trying to find her.
Okay.
We just couldn't find it.
And then we asked a lot of people for directions. They were pointing over here, and we were like, "Oh, it's here."
Yeah.
Then we arrived.
Okay.
It's been great so far.
Yeah, it's lovely here. It's beautiful.
Okay. So how did you find the lodge? The lodge that you said you're going to, a vegan lodge.
Yeah.
A natural vegan lodge. Explain to us how you found that and how others.
You found it, didn't you?
Yeah, I guess. Well, we're raw vegan, so it's like a branch of veganism where you don't eat cooked food. It's just like lots of raw vegetables and fruits and fresh herbs and things like that. So you don't really get many raw vegans, so we're going to like a raw vegan eco community, and we just found it on Instagram. Really, it's quite popular, and yeah, we just checked it out. Look, they have a YouTube where they have lots of videos because they're heavily based. They're really interested in permaculture, so growing their own like vegetables and stuff like that.
Their objective is to plant more trees and build the Amazon forest. And when we heard that they were doing that, we were like, wow, we want to do that.
Yeah.
That's a great thing to say that you've done. Like.
Yeah, definitely.
Do you remember their name by any chance, so we could give them a shout out? Or
so the place we're going to is called Fruit Haven.
Fruit Haven.
Yeah.
One of the guys.
Yeah.
It's called Raw Healing Mastery.
He's amazing.
He's a bit of a celebrity to me, so I'm pretty excited to see him.
So he has a YouTube channel, and he does talks about how his life is in the Amazon jungle and about raw veganism. and just like advice about it, because it's not really something that's very popular.
What they've been doing, telling the locals, you don't have to make money from stripping down all the agriculture.
Yeah.
To get cattle. Basically, to plant trees instead. Because it's better for nature.
So they've been teaching the locals about permaculture and farming in a sustainable way.
Okay. In the podcast notes, I'll put in there the information about the lodge and so forth.
That's cool.
So you saw them on YouTube, you saw them on Instagram, and then you decided, okay, that's the one that we're going to. How was the process to sign up? Is there a fee? Does one just sign up and then volunteer? How does that work?
So you have to fill out. So you have to email them, and then you get like a questionnaire, and it's got questions like just basic ones like where do you live? How long have you been raw vegan for? We filled out that questionnaire, and then.
We're just going to be renting a hut off them, basically.
Okay.
Like
and it says there's land buying opportunities, which I'm quite interested in. You can get the locals to help you build like a little hut.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
and it's $100 deposit, and then how much is it a month?
It was $260 a month for a nice little hut.
Yeah, and you have like a kitchen, like
There's
little
a shared
waterfall.
kitchen.
Yeah, there's like a little waterfall. You can have fruit off the farm and
For
things
free,
like that.
they supply you free food.
And they grow like papayas, bananas, and things like that.
So basically, the $250 includes your meals.
Yeah.
And did they say that you have to bring anything special with you?
So you can do like a program of permaculture, and they do want you to bring like gloves, Wellingtons, and stuff like that. That's only if you want to do that, but we haven't opted for that. But you can do that as an option.
Okay. Have you ever been on a farm of that sort before?
No.
This is the first time?
No, never.
So this is all exciting.
Yeah, we do pick fruit in the UK, but it's only like cherries and
limited
raspberries, so it's very small farms.
Plums.
Yeah,
Plums.
very different compared to papayas and jackfruit.
And do you know how far into the jungle you'll be?
We don't yet.
No, not yet.
Hopefully quite far. Hopefully quite deep.
So there's a town called
Guadalquivir.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
So I think it's about 40 minutes from there in a taxi, and then you cross a bridge. It's like a 10-minute walk, and then it's literally there's like a farm there, and that's where it is.
You're right at the entrance of the jungle.
Yeah.
Okay. So that sounds like it's going to be quite exciting.
We're really excited. We're really excited.
I could see it. The people who are listening to us can't see it.
I'm really smiling.
Okay, so usually another thing I usually ask my guests in the podcast, if there's anything so far about this experience of just the whole process of getting from England to Cuenca, Ecuador. Is there anything else that you'd like to share, or something that you'd like to share with people about?
I feel like I was escaping a prison, to be honest.
Okay.
The way this corona thing was going down with the lockdown. Crazy. It's a crazy world at the moment.
I'd say like my advice to people in the corona lockdown is to still live your life and to still do things you want to do, because I feel like although whatever you believe about the virus, I don't want it to impact people's lives on such a level where they just restrain from doing everything, because I think it really can just impact your mental health as well. And I think people should still go out and live their life and go on adventures and just do things full of excitement, really.
And don't believe everything the government tell you.
And question things.
Okay. Well, thank you. Thank you for taking this time, for talking with me. Thank you for being our first foreigners back to Cuenca, Ecuador.
It's our pleasure.
Yeah.
And then, so we'll look forward to seeing you back here sometime after, I'm sure after you've been a while in the jungle, when you want to come out again and visit, you're always welcome.
Oh, lovely.
Brilliant.
Thank you. We probably will come back at some point
Definitely.
just to visit, yeah.
Thank you for listening in. I hope you enjoyed the show. Please take a look at our podcast notes for information such as how to get a hold of Len and Alex, the information about the farm that they're working on, which is called Fruit Haven, and also how you could donate to our show. All contributions will be gratefully appreciated, and along with other helpful information. Remember, if you have a story for us, either a written story or for a future podcast, please send me an email to elcafecitotraveltalks@gmail.com. Also, for any questions or comments, you can send an email to that same address, which is elcafecitotraveltalks@gmail.com. I look forward to seeing you also here in the future at El Cafecito in Cuenca, Ecuador, and also our sister location in Quito, Ecuador. Bye for now, and please stay safe.